This is our R34 drag car that we've been building over the last couple of weeks. So far, we got the car stripped it completely down, added a roll cage, kits, roll cage. We sent this car out to SOS Customs. They added the Too Fast, Too Furious R34 livery from the movie. We dropped all new suspension in it, converted it to all-wheel drive. We've got our Motegi wheels and tires on it, Willwood brakes. We've got Motec on the interior, carbon dash, Sparco carbon seats. In the last episode, you guys watched us drop in our Platinum Racing Products crate engine, but we didn't get too far with it. And today, we're gonna get this thing dialed in, finalized, and get this motor ready to start. Now, if you wanna see the build and meet the entire throttle team, we're gonna be at the Meguiar's booth on the first day of SEMA, November 5th from 2 to 3 p.m., signing autographs, saying what's up to everybody. We've got some R34 accessories, lean custom pins we're gonna be giving away, and you can even get your chance to win a throttle R34 skate deck. We'll see you guys there. Next thing going in is our Tarx Greddy oil filter relocation kit. Now, I've actually modified this and configured it differently than you would. We're gonna be feeding the turbo from this guy, and we're gonna remote mount our oil pressure sensor, which I got right there. So now all we need to do is bolt this on the car.
Change your bolt. Change your bolt. That bolt's gotta be jacked up.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, you almost had it. You guys need to go back to school.
The Ricky cross-threading school?
Hey.
Damn. Tight is tight, baby.
As long as you don't take it back out, you're good.
Okay, so Ricky needs to mount the shifter, and he wanted me in the driver's seat to gauge where the shifter needs to be.
I need you to be normal. Hold on, let me. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's good. Dude, look, go to park. That's not gonna work. Not even in park. Go to park.
Yeah,
that's not
that's
good.
gonna hit the dash. Okay, so what if you like angled it? That's a lot of angle, I feel like. I feel like it's too far.
Okay.
If you'd want it kind of more like that, maybe.
It doesn't matter. I can put it here and I can make a spacer here. So
Yeah,
it's
that would probably be better.
right there.
So what I was saying, Ricky, is I want to have a little bit of a tilt. So if you put it
Right.
straight,
This is straight.
then you're like pushing into the
It feels
dashboard
awkward.
versus
It feels awkward.
like
Kind
have
of like
an
that.
angle like that. So then you just come in, bop it in the second.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like, at least.
All right, I can do that. Yeah.
A little later.
All right, look at that. Steel, super thick. We have our spacer as well. Let's assemble the shifter. All right, we have brand new custom made 1-of-1 Cindy composite carbon fiber door cards. It's a lot for Puerto Rican to say. But anyway, these things are beautiful. They match our dash because of course it's also from Cindy composite. And they match everything. Look, this thing looks amazing. But one thing I do have to do is make the holes for it and mount it in place.
We got the lube,
Oh yeah.
the grease.
Where we going, we can't go in dry, baby. How's it look? Did we get him?
Yeah, so you want to explain what you did?
All right, so I ended up putting bolts in here. What that does, it extends the bolt out. And by putting grease on it, I was able to transfer where the holes are gonna be drilled. So that's where they're gonna go. And it's gonna fit perfectly. All right, now that we have the door card fitted, the next thing is gonna be, we're gonna drill one more hole. All right, so we usually have a door handle that opens the door. In this case, we have a cable. This is attached to the latch itself. Once you pull the cable, the door will open and then that's it. It'll be very simple, very clean door card. All right, let's test this thing. Maybe I should have not slammed it without testing it. Actually fits good. Let's see if my little cable trick works. Come on, baby. That's it, one done. One more to go.
All right, well, the interior is almost done. I went ahead and installed this passenger side door card from Sydney Composites. When this door is closed, it's gonna look really nice inside. The cockpit's almost done. Just got a couple more things to do. So let's get into it. All right, well, we're about to introduce a part that we've never installed on a single car ever in the throttle shop, and that's a parachute. So I ordered up actually a prefab mount for the parachute. Jesse and I aren't really sure how this goes on the car, something like this maybe, or I don't know, like that, who knows, or like that even. This is gonna mount on here, like that. And then we have to build a bumper for the back of the car. It's gonna bolt into the stock provisions. And then the bar is gonna run across the back, pick up our parachute mount, which is gonna sit about right here.
A little later.
Jesse finished up the, what do we call that? It's not a bash bar. Rear bumper bar?
Drag wing, or would not drag wing.
Drag parachute mount. So basically what we decided to do is, because we're drifters at heart, we made a bash bar and hung the tube for the parachute off the back of it. And Jesse went ahead and welded up some nice gusseting or bracing. I welded on some pretty hearts for us as well. This is pretty trick. So this slides in, that goes in there. But what's cool is this is a quick disconnect. So now when we bolt this into the factory bumper locations, we now have a full and proper parachute mount.
Are you actually packing this up the right way, or?
I saw a little YouTube video.
Okay, all right.
This is the part, like if you don't start right, it messes up. And this parachute's like super silky, so it just mushes all over the place.
Rip.
What I saw, the guy had 2 people helping him. It's this. Once this starts sliding around, it's total.
The parachute's all packed up.
Yeah, I still have to like tie it better. So this is actually the release cable. This end goes in here where the safety pin is. This end is going to go to the handle that we have inside. Let's show that. Oh, and then so that should be releasing the parachute. Yeah. Essentially, I should just be able to let go. You would be going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time to tackle the wiring on our R34. Ryan is in the house today from Rywire, and he's got something very special for us. What do you got there, dude?
Well, this is an engine harness I made.
Holy cow.
It's a lot of sensors.
That's a lot of connectors, dude.
A lot of data.
And what we're looking at here is actually only the engine portion of our harness. Got a Canon plug on it. What I think all the best, ray chems and all the best connectors, everything that you could possibly use. This is a true motorsport harness.
Right.
And just being the engine side, we've got a lot more to lay in as well, right? So
yeah.
Maybe you just give the people an idea of what all we have here.
For the Motec ECU that we're using, there's a lot of critical data, a lot of information that we need. And these are basically wirings for all the sensors that we're implementing onto this very complicated project.
Ryan's got some pinning to do, which we'll show you guys to make sure the sensors are working properly. And then we're gonna lay this thing into the chassis and start getting it wired up.
So this kit is actually pre-set up on my website, and so what I did was I just took this picture that I have of how the buttons are supposed to be laid out. I got my button sheet and I stuck them onto my keypad. So what I'm doing right now is I am verifying that all the electronics that are plugged in are working. What's plugged in is like some fans, some lights, my keypad, digital dash. As you can see, that's on. ECU is getting power. and I'm doing all that through my PDMs, and I am connected here and I can see all my inputs, outputs. I put the engine harness, laid it on, made sure that everything fit like good enough and wasn't like too short or excessively long. Everything seemed on point, and anything that wasn't, we just adjusted real quick. So the engine harness, not currently in there, is ready to go. As soon as the intake manifold's on, throttle will just drop it in there, and then the tuner can fire it up.
In anticipation for dyne PSI coming, we want to get everything plumbed up with fittings so that when he gets here, he can make the lines point A to point B. With these on, it makes it real easy for him to figure out lengths and fitting parameters. So we're gonna go ahead and toss these on, tighten them up for final assembly. We'll put some caps on them to keep everything sealed up.
So I've been busy getting a lot of things finalized on the R34, which is pretty much every single fitting for everything that has fluid going through it, and just in time.
Just in dime? Oh, sorry, that was a bad dad joke. Yeah, our boy Brendan's here. You guys have seen him here before. He's come down and plumbed quite a few of our cars now at this point, and he's got a few new products that he wanted to put on this car to display at the SEMA show. Also, he's got a really cool new toy that we're gonna have to show you guys.
We might have to go take a look at that.
It's pretty rad. You guys are gonna have to get a tour of his new workshop on wheels. So why don't you show us this new technology, brother? That
I was tripping about this like 2 minutes ago.
This is Brendan's invention. This is not something that existed before. What is it, dude?
So for areas where it was low access or you needed to be taking things apart on and off, you didn't have to worry about things not being tight or just getting a wrench in there. We just made this with no nut on it. It comes off like this.
So you don't have to get a...
One-handed.
Normally you gotta get one of these guys out.
Yep, this is the one-handed. Put it on.
So cool,
Freaking AN quick release. And you were telling me earlier this will mechanically break before the seal breaks.
Yeah, it's double sealed inside.
Up to 6,000 PSI or something absurd.
Yeah, higher than the hose is rated for.
I'm a big fan of the color O-ring you decided to use for that, Brendan.
I had a feeling.
So sick. So sick.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bunch of those all over this engine bay. It also means that while we're at SEMA with the car on display, Brendan's probably gonna be spending quite a few minutes or hours around it with us, showing off these cool products.
So sick.
If you're at SEMA, come by the booth, check out the car. It's gonna be all finished, plumbed up by then, and you can even speak to Brendan about all of his new cool hose products. Hose products?
Sure.
Is that a word? It's getting late.
I don't know, it is late. I will say though, this probably has the most amount of plumbing for any car we've ever done.
Yeah, it's hectic.
It's gonna be a lot.
So he was saying this is, there's two different types of these machines. One's production style, and this is just a standard style. The production ones are much faster crimping, so you can do production work faster.
Yeah.
Well, these big ones are kind of tough because the bends on them.
A little bit, but we sort of like designed the machine to like kind of work with our stuff. So.
That's it, perfectly crimped line, huh?
Yep, well, one inch.
Brendan,
Yo,
do you realize what time it is?
like 12 hours from when we started doing it.
7 a.m. Just the last line?
No, there's more.
The answer is, it's not the last line. We have a couple more to make. It is actually 7:30 in the morning. Brendan and I have not slept. It's been an all-nighter for us. This thing is looking pretty epic. Most of the plumbing is done. The only things we have to do are the upper radiator hose still, run the line to the surge tank up front, but all this stuff is done and it is looking money. We're back here now, getting the fuel system plumbed up. We've got everything pretty much figured out. We just need to make the lines now. We're gonna keep jamming. We've got a few more lines to go and we'll show you guys when it's all done.
James from Beck's Auto Glass is here to put glass in the R34. Remember, he took it out, so he's been keeping the glass safe for us. Now we're gonna put it back on the car, so I'm very excited to see all the glass back in it. James is finished putting glass back in the car. It looks amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you guys.
we're almost ready to fire this thing up. Actually, we're not.
That's such a lie. We're so far from.
We're so far from that. But I'm look at, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's time to get some of these parts back on the car and make it look like a car again. Let's get this rear bumper on. That way we can get the trunk on and the parachute bar for the final time and see what it's gonna look like.
Becky, come on. It's been like 15 minutes.
Try to rush guy, dude. We got one day till SEMA and you're not putting the bolts in? Come on, bro.
When's the last time you worked on a car, Of?
Oh, Puerto Rico for sure.
He just finished his SEMA build.
Yeah, one day.
Oh, that's fair. All right, good. Yeah.
One day SEMA build. I'm down for one day SEMA build.
Next year we'll bring
these all-nighters.
14 one-day builds next year.
I'm out. As we get this thing put back together, we're adding a lot of new moldings and trims from Nissan Parts USA. Huge thank you to them for sending over all these nice new moldings for us, because this car is gonna look brand spanking new when we're all done, paired with all of our cool race parts we got on this thing.
Not gonna go.
I'm about to get blasted in the face with a
Wait, Jesse, come here. Come here. You packed this thing?
I got it.
Yes, I packed it.
I'm Mickey, and this is Jackass.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Jesse, pull it.
I'm about to get cracked in the face with a parachute. Yeah, it works.
That was lame.
It worked. Look, it went in. Let's run it.
All right, let it go.
Now clean up your mess, dude.
I almost let it go.
All right, the rubber door moldings are on for now, and now we've got some brand new Nissan moldings for the tops of the doors, so we're gonna go ahead and pop these on. This is also one of my favorite things to do on an older car because they're oftentimes sun damaged and just look pretty bad. Simple install here. Now once these are on and clicked in, we can actually pop our mirrors on. Well, these aren't exactly movie era correct mirrors for this car, but they do look way better than what was on the car in the movie. So being this is our modern touch on the car, we're gonna go ahead and add these Kabuki Aero mirrors because they look amazing. They're super durable, aluminum base and spring loaded, so that if they do get hit by someone walking by or whatever, they just spring back. It's a pretty cool feature.
What you got?
Brand new minty door sills. They still have the blue tape on them, so they're not scratched up. And we're gonna leave it on until we get to the SEMA show. Probably even gonna put tape over them so they don't get scratched up when we're getting in and out of the car. But so cool that Nissan still offers these parts brand new from the dealer level. You can literally just go online and order this stuff.
The engine is fully plumbed. Next up, we're gonna install our wire harness officially, get everything plugged in here, then we can install the intake manifold, get that completely tightened down, and then Jesse can finish our boost piping. And once that's done, we just put a transmission on it, then we can start. So essentially, once I'm done here and Jesse's done with the intercooler piping, we're ready to start. Just now installing our intake manifold gaskets for our Plasma Man intake manifold, and it is time to finally get this thing on the car, bolted down completely. I've got to put a little bit of silicone here to seal this, which is a coolant jacket, and then we can get this thing bolted on. I did put a little bit of form in place gasket on the O-rings that go in here, so I kind of like to pop out. But other than that, dude, we're ready to go.
All right, so I'm working on the intercooler piping. I already have this bottom piece made, and now we're working on the top. I'm gonna cut this flange off so we're no longer using the Garrett V-band. So you cut this flange off, put this on here, make the rest of the intercooler piping. I would have liked to clock the turbo down, but we have the tank in the way, and this tank can't go anywhere else, so just gotta make this work now. So the intercooler piping is done. We got these nice Plasma Man clamps on all 4 corners, on throttle body, intake, or on the inlet outlet of the intercooler. We also did the turbo housing, so we cut that flange off that was on there and then added the Plasma Man clamps. These are all one piece, so there's nothing in between, and that's it for intercooler piping.
Good morning. It is early in the morning. The rest of the guys left very late last night, and I'm here this morning because today is effectively the last day to work on the R34, and the team from Meguiar's is coming down here, but I am now seeing the R34 for the first time pretty much all back together, and it looks unreal. It's crazy because from what started off as a rendering, it looks so close. Still missing a couple things, but man, the intercooler fitment is amazing. Look at that. Look at this sight right here. You got the Supra, you got the RX-7, and now we got the R34. Oh, the mirrors look dope. The fitment is awesome on the interior. Just gotta put the nitrous stuff back in. Glass is in. Missing the spoiler, but the parachute setup, I mean, if that does not mean business, I don't know what does. The guys have been absolutely killing it with this build, and today we're gonna just make it a little bit prettier, polish up the paint one more time with Meguiar's, get it completely ready. So on the showroom floor, it looks awesome, but man, I am blown away. Let's get it going. So the team at Meguiar's just finished up and the car is looking absolutely perfect. It is so shiny now, it is unreal. So there's still a lot of things to do. We still have to finish the car. The rest of the team should be in shortly, and we'll check back in with you guys in just a little bit. All right, our transmission is here, finally, fully done, reed case, Platinum Racing Products, all-wheel drive front belt housing, and their all-wheel drive fluid pan, which is awesome. Now we're gonna get this in the car. We've got a flex plate over there. We need to take the car out, bolt that down, fill the converter with fluid, and then try and stuff this Johnny in. Ready to get the transmission in, Ricky?
Yeah, I mean, I can't pick it up, but.
Ooh, converter's full, dude. Let's get this thing in the transmission, and then we can put the box in the car. You ready?
All right, Quinn and Ricky got the transmission in. We got Ricky's beautiful mount here. We're gonna try it out, see if it fits like it's supposed to. Oh, that's not gonna fit.
Oh, you be quiet. Ricky, you're gonna have to modify this for the jack stand in the way.
Damn.
Ricky, good job, dude.
Let's go, bro. I know what I'm doing.
Man, that's a good guess, Ricky.
And it's
Nice
painted.
job. All right, now we gotta run the cooler lines up to the front and then stuff the transfer case on the back and then put our drive shafts on. Let's keep going.
You love them claps.
And then put our drive shafts on.
Keep clapping.
Stop it on the back.
All right, transmission's in. We gotta tighten these up, run our cooler lines, and then stuff the transfer case on the back, and then we can put drive shafts on. Let's keep going. It's time to install our custom drive shaft. I had the boys at Oceanside Driveline whip this up, and they do fantastic work. They built this in one day. So sick. Next up, it's time to start adding fluids. So we've got some gear oil here. We're gonna fill the rear diff, we're gonna fill the front diff and the transfer case, and then bring the car down. We'll start adding trans fluid, engine oil, gasoline, all the fun stuff to make this thing fire up and drive. You ready?
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit me. You have it.
So I was scared. Both the front and rear diffs are filled as well as the transfer case. Filled with fluid. We're done, baby. Let's keep going.
Underglow kit, baby. We have long lights on the side. We have 2 for the front, 2 for the rear, very short ones. And then we have a wire. That's simple. We're gonna wire that up to the PDM and we'll be able to just press the button and the underglow is gonna show up and it's gonna look amazing. So let's get started. All right, it is time for me to put 1 out of 6 strips on. I already pre-drilled some of the slots and I have zip ties that's gonna hold it. On top of that, we have double-sided tape that comes with it.
It is time to light the RB26 off and get this thing running under its own power. We need to add fluids. We need to add transmission fluid, and then we're gonna add oil here. This is to the oil filter and the oil pump, so the engine has something in there. And of course, we're dry sump now, so we don't add oil to the engine anymore. There's no oil fill cap. We add it to the dry sump tank, so this is where all the oil is stored. So we're gonna fill it up to the top on the dipstick, and then we're gonna start it. That should be enough oil to get this thing running, and then we'll adjust the oil later. So I have no idea how much it takes because this is a completely custom oil system. We don't have a dipstick on the motor anymore, so we gotta go careful. We don't wanna overfill it, so let's keep going. This is probably gonna be super messy. So we're gonna do like that. Go, it'll go.
Bro, that's not going anywhere.
Just let it go. It's gonna go.
Go where? It's
Go
full.
into the motor. It's not full.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow into it
might
or
be.
something.
It might be.
It's full. It's not moving.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a mess of oil.
That's what I got this for. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. Super quick.
Oh, you messed it up.
Just a little bit. It's just a little bit.
had it
It's a tiny bit. Hell yeah. Let's add some trans fluid.
Oh, nice fucking job.
It is time to get some good Sunoco E85R in the R34 Skyline because we're gonna go for first start. We wanna get this thing spinning, cranking, we wanna get oil pressure, fluid pressure, fuel pressure, all the good stuff we want. Once we're good, we're gonna go for first start.
All right, Ricky, what are we doing?
We're putting the this beautiful spoiler on. I believe this is the same one that it had, but we got it, right? Same spoiler, we just gotta refinish. That's it! Close it. Ready? Woo. What do you think? I think it looks amazing.
about to get this PRP crate engine fired up. I got Herman, the man himself from Platinum Racing Products, on the line, and we've got our Motec up on the screen here, so it's time to hit the go button and see what this thing will do.
Alright, so right now we have no power to the coils. We checked the fuel injectors, we do have power there, and I'm looking through Ryan's from Wire's sheet.
So we need to get this thing figured out because this car is leaving for SEMA literally first thing tomorrow morning. It's already dark outside. This is the last chance we have to get this thing fired up and running, to have a running car for SEMA. Otherwise we gotta push it and that's freaking embarrassing. So let's get to diagnosing. We figured out our spark issue was a PDM and ECU issue. They configured it, now we have spark. You ready?
Are we ready? Is it happening?
We'll see. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Wait, actually, what? Let's go, baby! Let's go! Come on! So, keep that in mind. Let's go, dude.
All right, car started, which is amazing. That's great, but we are nowhere near done. There's still a long list of stuff that we need to finish. For example, I still gotta do the shifter cable that goes from a Titan shifter to the transmission. I'm gonna get that down right now. Quinn's over there twisting a bunch of stuff, breaking stuff, bunch of leaks that we have, and...
I mean, I already fixed all the leaks. I'm putting the boost cover back on so it looks complete, baby.
I got it.
See?
Oh, so you guys are sleeping!
See? Also, Yossi just got here. Let's go, dude. Is there breach? No.
Wait, are you actually gonna cut it?
Sending it, dude. He's going for it. Fresh paint, brand new hood. Oh! No! Oh, she gone, dude.
Sorry, Oscar.
It's gotta go back to SOS Customs.
What'd you say? This hole had to be made in the hood for like the last 3 days and no one's done it. And now it's the last hour.
You ready?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is in the center.
It's a little bit to the right.
Very good.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Nice job, Jesse. This whole not having a voice thing, I'm so over. I cannot talk. I can't order food. I can't communicate. So what I did is I cloned my voice.
Jesse, great job on making that hole, brother. You did great.
It's kind of close to you.
So the front bumper is being finished right now, being installed, and it's the last body part that is all right. The front bumper is the last body part that's to be installed.
Hey, are you rushing me?
Say it in Spanish.
No.
Stop rushing me.
Lo que pasa es que.
You still messed it up in Spanish.
No, I didn't! The front bumper is the last piece to go on when it comes to the body wise. This guy has been working on that thing for 5 days now.
Yeah.
Still going. It's looking
Going on
good
the
though.
6th.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, but we are about to fire this thing up and get it off the lift for the first time under its own power, which is super exciting because we've been going pretty hard on this thing pretty much around the clock for the last week. And this is the moment of truth. Let's get it off the lift and see how she does. That's a wrap. The car's off the lift. It works.
Let's go, baby.
Nice job, Quinn. Let's go! Ev. No voice, Ev. Woo! And my boy Ricky in here. Look at the blue lights inside, dude.
Oh man, it's so nice in
So
here.
epic.
We've been busting our tails getting this thing done. Huge thank you to all of our partners that have participated in this build. We've got a lot of people to thank. If you want to see how this turned out at SEMA, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave us some comments down below. We'll see you guys in the next video from SEMA, baby!
See you guys at SEMA, baby, with a running, driving R34. Let's go.